This is the story of Emma Gatewood, a woman whose determination and courage defied expectations and inspired generations. Based on true events, this narrative highlights the incredible journey of a grandmother who became a trail legend. All details have been carefully checked to ensure the veracity of the events described. It was a bright May morning in 1955 when Emma Gatewood, a 67-year-old widow, packed her simple backpack, slipped on her canvas sneakers, and left her small home in Gallipolis, Ohio. Emma had an ambitious goal. She aimed to become the first woman to walk alone the entire length of the Appalachian Trail, a trail that stretches about 2,200 miles, approximately 3,540 kilometers, from Georgia to Maine. The Appalachian Trail, known for its stunning beauty and extreme challenges, was a test of endurance for even the most prepared young people. But Emma was not young, nor did she have experience in long-distance hiking. What she had was an inner strength and fierce determination that drove her to do something extraordinary. Emma was born on October 25, 1887, in a small village in Ohio. She grew up on a farm, where she learned from an early age to be resilient and face adversity. Her marriage to P.C. Gatewood, a schoolteacher, was marked by abuse and hardship. After years of suffering, Emma finally left her husband in 1940, taking with her 11 children and the hope of a better life. Life post-divorce wasn't easy, but Emma refused to be defeated. She found joy in the little things and developed a love of nature and the outdoors. This passion, combined with her indomitable spirit, led her to decide that hiking the Appalachian Trail was a challenge she wanted to take on. Why the Appalachian Trail? Their children asked, worried about their safety. Why not? If not now, then when? Replied Emma, with a sparkle in her eyes. I'm tired of just dreaming. I want to live my dreams. With her canvas backpack and her unwavering determination, Emma began her journey in Georgia. She faced the dense forest, steep mountains, and inclement weather with courage and resilience. Without sophisticated equipment or logistical support, she depended on her intelligence and ability to adapt. With each step, Emma got closer to her goal. She crossed rivers, climbed mountains, and weathered storms, always with a positive attitude and a smile on her face. One step at a time, she told herself, that's how you get to the top. Word began to spread about the elderly woman hiking the Appalachian Trail alone. People began to follow her, enchanted by her courage and determination. Reporters interviewed her, and her story inspired others to challenge their own limits. As Emma continued on her journey, she found unexpected support from people who were fascinated by her story. However, it also faced significant challenges. The intense summer heat in the southern United States made hiking strenuous, and frequent storms tested their endurance. On a particularly hot day, Emma found a group of young hikers resting in the shade of a tree. "Are you going north or south?" asked one of them, surprised to see an elderly woman on the trail. "I'm going to Maine," Emma replied, with a confident smile. "You're amazing, ma'am," exclaimed another hiker. "How can you do that?" Emma laughs. "Just one step at a time, baby. Just one step at a time." The camaraderie among the hikers was one of the aspects Emma valued most. Although she was alone much of the time, she never truly felt lonely. The stories shared around the campfires and the encouraging smiles she received along the way motivated her to keep going. During a particularly severe storm, Emma sought shelter in an abandoned cabin. The wind howled and the rain beat against the precarious roof. Alone in the darkness, she felt a wave of doubt. "Will I make it?" he wondered aloud. She remembered her mother's words, spoken many years before. "Emma, never let anyone tell you you can't do something. You're stronger than you think." With that thought, Emma found the strength to move forward. The physical challenges were immense, but Emma also faced emotional challenges. the loneliness of the trail, memories of her difficult past, and worry for her family sometimes weighed on her. However, she refused to give up. At one of the stops, Emma found a local newspaper that mentioned her journey. The hiking grandmother, a 67-year-old woman, challenges the Appalachian Trail, read the headline. Emma smiled, feeling a mix of pride and responsibility. If I can inspire one person to follow their dreams, then this is all worth it, she thought. As Emma progressed on her journey, the challenges became more intense. The Appalachian Mountains were treacherous, and the trail often disappeared among rocks and dense vegetation. But Emma, with her life experience and wisdom, found ways to overcome each obstacle. One cold morning in the Great Smoky Mountains, Emma woke up to the sound of heavy footsteps. Upon leaving his makeshift tent, he encountered a bear just a few meters away. Her heart raced, but she knew she needed to stay calm. "Go away," he said in a firm voice, clapping his hands. The bear looked at her for a moment before walking away, and Emma breathed a sigh of relief. The Appalachian Trail also tested Emma's mental toughness. Long, lonely stretches without meeting anyone, the accumulated fatigue and lack of comfort could easily discourage anyone. But Emma remained focused. She thought about her children, grandchildren, and the promise she had made to herself. During one of her stops, Emma encountered a group of Boy Scouts camping near the trail. The young men were delighted to hear of her journey and offered to help her replenish her provisions. "May I carry this for you, Mrs. Gatewood?" asked one of the boys, offering to carry his backpack. Emma laughed and gently declined. "Thank you, young man, but this backpack and I have a special relationship. I will carry it to the end." The scouts were inspired by her determination and began accompanying her on a section of the trail, learning from her stories and wisdom. Emma taught them about edible plants, how to identify animal tracks, and the importance of respecting nature. Along the way, Emma also faced health problems. Her feet were constantly sore and blistered, and she developed arthritis from the continued exertion. In a moment of intense pain, she remembered her mother's words, "Pain is temporary. Pride is forever." These words gave him the strength to continue, step by step. During a particularly difficult crossing, Emma slipped and fell into a ravine. Alone and injured, she had to muster all her strength to climb back to the trail. Every movement was a battle against pain, but she refused to give up. "I'm going to make it to Maine, no matter what," she muttered to herself as she climbed. Emma's journey began to attract national attention. Journalists followed her, and her story was published in newspapers and magazines across the country. She became an inspirational figure, proving that age was no obstacle to achieving great things. In an interview, a reporter asked, "Ms. Gatewood, what motivates you to keep going?" She smiled and replied, "I want to show that we are stronger than we think, that we can do amazing things if we just decide to try." As she approached the end of the trail, Emma felt a mix of emotions. There was a sense of accomplishment, but also a sadness, knowing that their incredible journey was coming to an end. Every step was a celebration of his strength and determination. Finally, in September 1955, after nearly 5 months of hiking, Emma reached Mount Katahdin in Maine, the terminus of the Appalachian Trail. Upon reaching the top, she raised her arms in triumph, tears of joy streaming down her face. "I did it," he whispered, looking at the horizon. Emma became the first woman to hike the entire length of the Appalachian Trail alone. His journey was not only a personal achievement, but also a source of inspiration for many others. She showed that age is not an obstacle to achieving great things, and that determination can overcome any challenge. Today, Emma Gatewood is remembered as a trail legend. His incredible journey along the Appalachian Trail has inspired many others to challenge their own limits and seek adventure in nature. Emma continued to hike for many years, completing the Appalachian Trail twice more, and her story continues to be told and celebrated. Emma Gatewood's life is a testament to courage, determination, and inner strength. She proved that it is never too late to follow our dreams, and that with perseverance, we can achieve what many consider impossible. Emma passed away in 1973, aged 85, leaving a lasting legacy of inspiration. Today, she is an iconic figure in the hiking world and a constant reminder that true strength comes from within. Emma Gatewood's story continues to inspire walkers and adventurers around the world, reminding us that age is just a number and that courage and determination have no limits.